Okay, we're looking on page 10 at number 29, Serenity Round. Let's go over this in 4 measure sections first. Let's say in finger. So we have C, D with the third vowel slide out, C, D, E, then E, F, E, F, G. So this goes over our 5 notes that we've learned so far. So let's play those first 4 measures with the metronome. 1, 2, ready? Make sure we observe the slur marks. That's the little curved line connecting those notes. That tells us not to tongue the notes under the curve. We tongue the first note and then slur the other 2 or 3. Now let's look at the last 4 measures. Saying in fingering, we have G, F, G, F, E, E, D, slide out, E, D, C. Now play that with me. 1, 2, and okay, you can keep going over that if you need to, but now we're ready to go all the way through it. I would suggest fingering and saying the note names a couple of times and getting used to throwing that third vowel slide, and then play along a few times. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, begin. And for time's sake, we're not going to do the repeats on these. Now look at the little green box up at the top of the page. This gives us a new note for this page. This new note is A. It's on the second space of the staff, and it's fingered first and second valve, just like E was, except it's higher. Sounds like this. Play that A with me. Ready? And now we're ready to play number 30. We just went over our new note A, and we'll be using that new note in this exercise. So let's do this in 4 measure sections. So let's say and finger the first 4 measures. We have F, G, A for a whole note. That's our new note. Then A, G, F, which is a whole note. So it sounds like this. Finger along first and then play along. 1, and ready. So keep backing that up and going through it until we're comfortable going from the G up to the A. And then the second half, it has us lip slurring back and forth between E and A. Instead of using our tongue, we'll just move our lips in and down. Try that with me. E to A. Ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh. Watch my lips. Ooh wee, down and back. Ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh. To go back and forth between the E and the A. So let's finger those last 4 measures now. Ready? E, A, E, A, then E, A, F for the last note. So none of that changes. It's all done with the lip, except for the last note. So play that with me. 1, and ready. All right, again, we're not going to do the repeats on these. So now you're ready to play all the way through number 30. Here we go. 1, 2, 30. And keep backing that up and going over that until we're comfortable going back and forth between the E and the A, doing the lip slurs. Now we're looking at number 31. We've already filled in the notes that we have to add to complete the song. And you notice on the fourth measure, there's something that looks like a percent sign. That's a one measure repeat sign. It tells us to play what was ever in the previous measure again in that measure. So whatever we have in measure 3, the E to the D, and then a rest, then in the next measure, measure 4, we would do the same thing, E, D with a rest. So say and finger those first 4 measures with me. Ready? G, G, E, G, A, G, E, hold. E, D with a slide out, rest. E, D, off. So let's play those first 4 measures together. Ready? 1, 2, and now. Riff. Riff. So you see how that measure repeat works. So let's look at the last 4 measures. Very similar to what we just played. G, G, E, G, A, G, E, D, E, D, C. Remember, the third valve slide is always out on our D combination. So let's play those last 4 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, and now. Okay, now we're ready to go all the way through it. Here we go. 1, 2, and begin. All right, so keep backing that up and going over it. Get used to that one measure repeat and get used to playing your new note A. Let's look at number 32, Skill Builder. So let's say and finger the first 4 measures together. Here we go. E, G, E, G, E, hold. G, hold. F, A, F, A, F, hold, half, rest. Be sure to observe the slurs here. We have tongue, slur, tongue, 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 slur, tongue, tongue, tongue. The slurs are important. Play along with me the first 4 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, and. All right, now let's look at the last 4 measures. We start out with D with our third valve slide out. We can just leave it out for this. D, F, D, F, D, F, E, G, E, D, C. Finger this along with me and then back up and play it with me. Here we go. Last 4 measures. 1, 2, and now. All right, now we can go all the way through 32. You can finger with me and then back the video up and play along. Here we go. 1, 2, and. Okay, now we're looking at number 33, London Bridge duet. We'll start with the part A. we're going to finger and say the first four measures. So let's finger and say the first four of part A. Here we go. G, A, G, F, E, F, G. Third valve out. D, E, F. Now play that with me. Ready? 1, 2, and... Hold, rest, get 4 counts. Now look at the last 4 measures. Measures 5 and 6 are exactly the same as measures 1 and 2. So let's say and finger the last 4. Here we go. Saying and fingering. Ready? Now, G, A, G, F, E, F, G, D, hold, G, hold, E, C, hold, rest. And we won't repeat. So play those last 4 with me. 1, 2, and... All right, now we're ready to go all the way through. So let's play all the way through part A. Here we go. 1, 2, part. Rest, 4, 4, count. All right. Now keep backing that up and going over it several times until you're good with that part. Okay, we're looking at part B now of number 33. So let's say and finger the first 4 measures. Here we go. Ready? Now, E, F, E, D, C, D, E. Don't forget the third valve slide. E, F, G, rest. So now play that with me. Ready? 1, 2, here we go now. Hold, rest, get 4, count. Now let's say and finger the last 4. Measures 5 and 6 are the same as the first 2. So let's say and finger that. Ready? Now, E, F, E, D, C, D, E, D, D, C, C, rest. So play those last 4 with me. 1, 2, ready? Okay, now we're ready to play all the way through part B. Here we go. 1, 2, part B. Rest, 4, 4, count. You can keep backing this up and going over it. You can go over part A while you play part B, or play part B while you play part A and actually play the duet with the video. Okay, we're looking at line 34, the frog song. This is normally a test item, so you want to work on this a good bit and be ready for a grade on this exercise. Finger with me while I go over the first 4 measures. Ready? Finger with me on the first 4 measures. Ready? Now, C, D, E, F, E, D, C. Hold. E, F, G, A, G, F, E. Hold. So play that with me. Ready? 1, 2, and now. So notice I'm tonguing the first note of the notes that are under the slur mark and not tonguing any of the others. So it's just a long stream of air all the way through. Now let's finger and say the last 4 measures. Here we go. Ready? Now, C, rest. C, rest. The measure repeat means we repeat those measure again. So we have C, rest. C, rest. And the last 2 measures, C, D, E, A, E, D, C. And we won't do the repeat. We have to make that lip slur in there as well as the regular slurs with our fingers moving. So let's play those last 4 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, last 4. Now. Okay, now we're ready to go all the way through this. I would advise that you finger through a couple of times before you play with me and keep going over until you're ready to play this for a test. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go now. And keep backing that video up and going over it until you're smooth going through the slurs and doing the lip slurs.